and it works. So here's just a few case studies. The first one I'll mention is a very small winery down on the Central Coast. They were one of the wineries that was newer to their Managed by Metrics journey and weren't super keen on how to measure the percentage of visitation that was converted to club members. And through working with us, we were able to streamline all that for them and produce a monthly report that the winery owner met with his couple staff members each month, and they looked at it and were able to dramatically improve that number. Again, nothing fancy in the strategy, just awareness and emphasis. The other type of winery that I mentioned previously is this 62,000 case producer in the heart of Napa. Their CFO had always wanted to add an additional bottle to their club shipments. And with our information being brought into their board meetings, they were able to have the confidence to pull the trigger on that and also achieve great growth in their wine club. So Leslie, you're on mute. Oh, okay.
Let's discuss where and how WISE fits into all of this. For those of you who've participated in our direct-to-consumer metrics intensive courses, which we've taught many of over the past decade in Oregon, we all know that if we don't measure it, we can't manage it. Well, what Nick and John were just showing you is clearly through the participation with community benchmarks, we're not only going to measure what's important, but we're going to zero in on what's really important, which helps us decide where to focus. And as we saw in those previous case studies, the wineries that then target that growth area, the whole key is you've got the information, but how do we activate it? So WISE can help you do this in 3 ways. One is once a year, so twice over 2 years, we are happy to jump on the phone with you and provide one-on-one support with you and your team, looking at your metrics, figuring out how you can activate individual lessons, prioritizing. View this program as kind of your phone a friend option, if you will. Answer any questions you may have. We're also going to be working with your winery regional associations on a quarterly basis, because the regions are going to look at the trends, not for individual wineries, that's private, but on the whole area for the region. And we're going to work with the associations to identify priorities, see what's happening in the neighborhood, and design relevant programming that may be beyond the scope of this, but it could be other classes or tailored workshops or things like that. What is included in this process is periodically through both years is we will host regional town halls where we'll be sharing lessons and best practices tailored to what the specific wineries in your neighborhood need. And for those of you who've participated with that and WISE in the past, you know it's very experiential, and we're just going to have much better data to zero in where and focus on the low-hanging fruit, unintended.